Alright, this is a 1985 GT with an AOD. Going to go through how to remove this floor console. So first we're going to move these 6 screws, as you can see. And then these 2 back here. Ooh, what's this? Cool stuff. Oh, North Carolina. Also, probably don't remove these. They're not necessary. Of course, they snapped off, in my case. Because that would happen. So these things, I just put these back on, but these kind of snapped off part of this console. Since it's brittle and full of salt and rusted, so everything will break. Next up is these 2. Alright, got those removed. And to give you an idea on the rust and the salt, look at this seat belt. And the other one where it's sat. The other, where is it? Look at that. So that's sat like that. And it's rusted to the fabric. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, so sat next to an ocean for 15-20 years, I think. So this is what you get. Right now it says to pull up on the parking brake so it stays locked in place forever. Hold on. There, now it's rusted in place and will never be able to be put back down. So good there. And then so just kind of take this off. Kind of snaps off down here. And on the side, just kind of wiggle it around, but it's fragile, so be careful. So next is the cigarette lighter area, or the ashtray. And there's one bolt there, another one right here. We'll pop those off quick. Got those 2 screws out, and there's 2 more under this ashtray. Ooh, it's like a salt mine. Look at that. Salt mine. Wow. Look at that too. Gnarly. Whew. Sheesh. And to get those 2, if you can see them. One right there. The other somewhere over there. Got those out. You can kind of see. But yeah. I was going to actually run to the grocery store to get some salt, but I think we have enough here. And yeah, if you're just like mine, make sure to put a lot of weight on your screwdriver. Otherwise, you're going to strip them. Now, if you have AOD, you can put the shifter all the way back. And then you kind of wiggle it out since it's not really attached anymore besides the wires. So now we'll get to these guys in the back, which will snap off and ruin everything. But let's check the 83 console. Might be the same. So we got one. What do we got? Okay, that's on there. A couple of these. This one, and then we got another one over here. So 3, and then these 2. And also, I'm still getting it out, but if you do have AOD, you can finagle this out and kind of get off the side so you have more access to the wires. So this one was a pain. I used a screwdriver to kind of pop this, depress this, and push it up. There's a little red mark. Little screwdriver, hit it, and push it up. I don't know, that's probably something normal. I just have no idea about. Kind of ruined part of it, but looks alright. So yeah, now we can probably remove it. I'm gonna use 2 hands, otherwise it's gonna crack. Okay, now it's off. Pretty easy. As you can see, I got more salt here, so some organic Pacific Northwest salt. Let me know if you want any. Premium organic salt. Alright, so we'll take a look at the 83 versus the 85 and 83. Differences pretty much the same. This is a manual and this is the AOD. Looks like that bezel just pops off. Looks like they're mostly the same, right? Oh, and as you can see, the part that snapped off versus the part that didn't on the 83. So yeah, don't remove that if you don't have to. Well, you don't have to if you're removing the floor console. We're going to try to remove the AOD shifter from the floor pan. And as you can see, there should be 4 bolts covered in organic salt. With the salt cleaned off, you can see the 4 bolts. And that's going to be a 5/16. And these are hard to get at with a socket, so you can use a wrench, or I'm going to try to pop these 4 screws off, which they'll probably too rusted. They'll probably strip. So I'll try that first, and if they strip, I'll maybe get a wrench under there, rip those 2 off, or just smash the whole thing. Either or. 4 bolts around the shifter bezel stripped. They're not coming out. So, and these are stripped as well. Can't get the 5/16. Yeah, around them. So I'm going to try this. Seems to be moving a little bit. It's hitting the bezel, but we can't move the bezel because the 2 rear screws are stripped, both of them. Try to get at least one off to wiggle it around. So I don't think anybody's really switching to an AOD, especially this. Pretty nasty and busted, so I'm just gonna smash it. I should have done that in the first place. Much better, right? I mean, who's really gonna use this, right? You can trash it. Be nice to save parts, but yeah, no way, man. Unless anybody in the comments, would you want this right here? Looks easy to work on. And this last bolt, you can see it's stripped. Nothing. Alright, vice grips. Here it is. 4 bolts, not removed, only 3. Kind of jammed it off. With this thing still rounded off. Yeah, really hard to get off. No vice grips, it's stuck in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, with the harness, the bezel and everything off, you just pull it out. Yep. Yep. Oh. These 2 wires, I think they're stuck in there. All right, oh. I did snip this off because I'm an ape. Just rip things apart. Because they look like this. Here's the bezel. Salt. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I wonder if it's probably healthy to breathe, I'm sure. But wow. Is it cigarette ash or salt? I don't know. Probably salt. Oh, look at that. eBay used $350 maybe a little more, I don't know. And that last bolt is not being nice. Chisel, cutoff wheel, still gonna take some work. Yeah, as you can see, it's just still stuck on there. Yeah, keep working at it. The thing with the cutoff wheel is, I don't know if the carpet's flammable or maybe flame retardant, so I'm guessing flame retardant. I'll just keep shooting sparks at it, see what happens. Got it out. Bolt is still stuck in there. Wonder if is this normal for Foxbody Mustangs? I don't know. Well, a couple more shots at the death wheel and should be able to get it off. Finally, after some effort, get this off. Obviously, it was taken off right before I hit record, but probably a lot easier way to do this, but I think it's done. Also, these for reference if you need them. And the two other ones that aren't in here are on the console pad.